We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
I mean,
We are
old,
pro
like
here,
an
man.
80s RV.
It's been a while. That's not bad. It's 70s.
It is, man. It's like a 70s, 80s RV.
It really is, man. How long do you think you're going to be in this house, realistically?
I don't know. We've been talking about it today.
10 to 15 more years, I'm guessing. Alone, by the way.
Something's got to fucking happen. I've been going crazy on Zillow and Redfin, looking at like places in the valley somewhere, but then also Maine. Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, naturally. Yeah, naturally.
I've just been going nuts on. It's the new drunk dial when you're an adult. Is
Oh,
just
yeah,
looking
yeah.
up properties and going.
When
wow, what about this?
When we
life?"
were in Batavia, Illinois, we looked up houses.
Yeah.
If I sold my LA house, I can get a mansion out there.
Yep,
Yeah, it's true.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. But then you live in
Yeah, that's the thing. Although is
Then
it that
you
far?
reside in Batavia.
And also, where is that? It's not Chicago.
50 minutes away.
Sure isn't Chicago.
Yep.
Where
Yep.
you
50
know where
ain't
you
that
are?
bad.
You're in Illinois.
You
Yeah.
are, you're in country.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of the country, just in the why do they call it Midwest?
Great
'Cause
question.
It's middle of the West.
Nope.
No, it's
All right.
smack dab in the middle.
Or
Why can't
no,
they call
it's the-
people
It's the Middle East.
Mid-East?
Mid-East.
That's
We're
what-
changing that. That's
Just
what
call
it
it the
is.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the middle. Here's that side, and here's that
Yeah,
side.
and
That's
then here's
what
up
my
here,
map
and
would
there's
be.
down there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They live up there.
Welcome back to the Lions Den. We're talking about a whole lot of fucking nothing. Please continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Spotify, or wherever it is that you listen. Make sure you leave us a 5-star rating and a lovely review. It helps with the algorithms, okay? If you want to look at our beautiful faces, obviously, YouTube. The Lions Den with Brent Morin and Jason Collings. There's also a Patreon. What is it called? Patreon.com/The Lions Den Pod. For all your members-only content. And for one-stop shop, Lions Den, you got lionsdenpod.com.
Nice.
Great.
That was like the cleanest you've done in a
Thank
long
you.
time.
Thank you very
great.
much.
Because you pod before this.
What do we got coming up, kids?
I don't know.
Next time I'm on the road, the next time I'm on the road is going to be November. I'm leaving California.
From a month it was. It's like, wow, long time. Oh, next week.
November 7th, Brent Morin and I and my brother David will be flying to Nashville. November 8th, Will Burkart and some other folks will be flying to Nashville as well. For Especial.
Shooting your special.
Shooting my special. Now, if you guys want to go, here's the thing. We're not selling tickets, so sorry you can't come. Next subject. I'm just kidding. We're going to do all guest list. All guest list. I've already got some of you sending me your names on social media. If you're watching this and you didn't get the message on the soch, email us here at The Lions Den, and it is podthelionsden@gmail.com, correct?
Yes.
So email us there your names if you want to come to the special, because it's gonna fill up. Seats, it's limited seating. We're looking at 250 to 320 seats. Very limited, 2 shows. So you got 2 chances. Gonna do an early and a late. So yeah, it's gonna be very exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Very behind the velvet rope.
Yep.
It's going to look super cool.
Yep, gonna have to be on the guest list.
Mm-hmm. And wear your best clothes because you're going to be on camera maybe.
Yep, dress nice. Women,
Don't be wasted and shit.
dress sexy. Dress really sexy. Low cut, a lot of cleavage if you want to be on camera.
Oh my God, imagine. I'm directing, holding like a fucking mic going, okay, can we get the titties up front? Titties up front, please.
Yes.
Sweetheart, what's your name? Sweetheart, what's your name? Why don't you get up front right here? Be a doll.
Be a
Okay,
doll.
Man.
here we go.
Director
Now,
Brent.
Clap, clap. Everybody clap. Yay, you're having fun. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Now we're having a good time. We're having fun. Yay, yay. All right, we are ready. You guys ready for a show? Like, what the fuck? We went back to 1981? Like, this is...
Brent's first special he's directing is a mess.
Yeah,
Man.
why does he have a whistle?
Very, it's very sexy. It's a very sexual special.
But it will be a sexy special.
It's because
It's
I'm
going to
be
be
on camera.
sexy, bro.
It's gonna be on camera.
And November 10th, correct? That's the date.
November 10th is the shoot date. And so that's very exciting. It's coming up. It's creeping up. We're less than 2 weeks away.
How are talk us through how you both are feeling about A, performing, and B, directing. Jason, go first because who cares?
I'm listen. I am ready.
Yeah,
I'm
you're ready.
very, very ready. People have been asking me, "Are you running it? Are you running it?" I've been running it for 16 years.
Yeah, it's there.
I've been working 16 years up to this point. I told somebody the other day we were at the Comedy Magic Club in the green room, and somebody asked me that again, and I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. I could take 2 weeks off right now and still be ready.
Yeah.
So I'm ready. I'm not nervous. I'm more anxious and excited.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not nervous. Is it going to go well? Because I know this shit is funny, dog.
Yeah.
I've been
it's
getting
there.
a lot of positive feedback on this, on the material and all that stuff. And when I do my hour or I do like a 40 to 50 minute, people are loving it. So I'm loving it. That's the crazy part. Throughout my stand-up career, there have been times when I get so fucking tired of my set.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this shit isn't even funny.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet with this set.
That's which is amazing.
So
It really
I'm
is
really
actually.
happy
What do
and
you
ready
think?
and prepared.
How do you think? Why do you think that is? Like, do you think honestly, like, it's that you think it's that funny? That
No, I don't.
Or like, do you think you just really stand by it? Because I think it's a very common thing comics deal with.
I
I feel like everyone is like,
Right.
I'm an unfunny piece of shit every other day.
Yeah, that
The
happens.
thing that I do, and I notice you do it, and I notice you do it. We don't when we're doing our set, it doesn't sound scripted, and it changes slightly we kind of, you know, adapt to whatever room we're in, and it's jazz.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, what
It's
I do
very-
is definitely jazz.
Yep. It's very a lot of it is improvised. A lot of it is improvised.
Yeah.
It's
and- yeah.
improvised.
Controlled improv. Controlled improv.
I have the premises and I got everything ready, but I improvise within the bits.
Yeah.
And I sometimes something new will just come to me. That's
Yeah.
why I love it when Brent and I are on the road together, because I'll get off stage and I'll go, you said this thing I hadn't heard before,
Yeah.
and then I'll remember that and stuff like that. But I think it's because I'm still having fun with it.
Yeah.
I'm not just reciting a word for word script every night that's going to make me sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still having a good time with it and finding
Yeah.
things in it, you know?
No, and it's there. And the thing is, too, with a special, as somebody who's done them, is they're there. They want to laugh. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you play a gig and you wonder, why'd you even come out tonight? You know, like it's usually fucking great. It's exciting. It's good lighting. Like, I'm not concerned at all about Jay. It's going to be great. I was concerned with me until I've had multiple meetings. Like, I'm an over-preparer. I never missed a homework assignment, still had a C- average. So let's just give you context of me. But
Also,
talking
we
to
both
this-
have that imposter syndrome.
Oh yeah. You have to have some fear. Otherwise, if I was going in like it's good, then
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
going to be that way. Like I'm up
sure.
the ass. But the people that we're working with, when having these meetings that I've had without you, I'm like, I called you right after and said, "Oh, I'm good." Like these people know what they're doing.
Which, by
it's
the
a
way,
good group of people.
I'm so happy that I'm not in on all those meetings.
Yeah, you don't need to be. Focus on the art. You're the artist.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, a friend of ours, Renee Percy, just did
Yeah.
her special, which, by the way, I went to the taping. So fucking good.
should've gone with you.
So good. But she tells me, she goes, you know how fucking lucky you are? Because she did everything. She had to be a line producer. She had to be a producer. She had to be the... And so she's like, you know how lucky you are that you didn't have to do everything. Because I'm talking like everything down to making sure that the crew is fed and that there's bottled water.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
things that I would never think of. She had to do all of it. So the fact that you guys are having these meetings, I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
As it should be.
Yeah, and I was telling Jay, we're gonna have this meeting. You don't have to be involved. Don't worry. This
And
is
that's
all
why-
technical bullshit. Like,
But also that's why it's amazing that my friend is directing and my friend is producing,
Right.
because it's in the hands of people that I trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not strangers.
yeah,
Oh, it's so, I'm
and
so
we don't want to
excited.
fuck it up for you. I'll be
Right.
honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
make sure that's going.
I'm not worried about it at
I'm not
all.
either, and they're really open. I said I want to meet everybody, like make sure we have a connection. Also, you're a twin, and your brother's going to be there.
Yep.
So even if you are focused on your wardrobe, getting your shit together, I can use your brother as a stand-in.
Right.
Just to
You're going to have a
for
right-hand
my-
man and a left-hand man.
Yeah.
You got your right-hand man, the tech guy, and then you
Yeah.
got your left hand. My brother is going to,
Yeah, be right there.
because he knows my set backwards and forward.
I know it's crazy, actually.
We just put him in part of the special too. He can just
Yeah.
be you for like 5 minutes.
How weird would that look? All of a sudden,
You're like,
buzzed head and a long beard. Whoa.
Did you see that thing that Akon said where he actually sent his brother out to do gigs
No way.
because he was double dipping on gigs, and his brother would
Are
just
they
go.
twins?
I guess they look enough alike, but he had just came out on a podcast talking about how he had done that. Like, well, shit, man, I wanted to get paid them both, so he would just go and lip sync his songs.
See, that's what Will did. When I said, are they twins? He looked at his computer. He went,
I love it.
Yeah, this is for real. Yeah. I mean, allegedly, T-Pain recently claimed that fellow musician Akon would use his brother as a body double to perform at his shows. So dope, dude. It's like,
are these
like, fuck it, bro? You figured it out. You did, like, you won
But
this
also-
whole thing. That's all. I mean, who cares?
But also that's when you know you have nothing to be upset about.
Yeah.
I know.
This is the new rapper. What do they call it? A beef. This is the new beef. That's his beef with him.
Dude, this is what, I mean, it's literally Payne said, Payne said,
Yeah.
that's his name.
To Payne?
Yeah. Dr. Payne said,
By the way, unbelievable voice. Like when he didn't do
he's dope.
auto tune,
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like, oh my god.
Why haven't you been doing that?
Yeah,
so
for real,
good.
for real. But he like created autotune, so it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
you can't even be mad at him.
No.
Said that Akon knows the real story. Someone in the fucking 80s were like, well, actually, it was the Goopy Lombers in the 80s.
No,
you
Goopy
know?
Goopy Longbirds.
It was
Yeah.
Roger Troutman and Zapp, but go ahead.
Exactly.
That's actually a talk box. That's not auto-tune, but go ahead. Sorry.
No, go
Talk
ahead.
box.
Read.
Anyways, we're confirming what we said. It was his brother would like he would like lip sync the lyrics on stage and basically be on stage.
That's
But
amazing.
Akon's at just an entirely different location. It's hilarious.
Man.
Double dipping.
You know, my brother would come to my shows and people would go up to him after the show saying, hey, can we get a picture? Hey, good job. And at first he would be like, oh, no, that's my brother. And people would be like, that's kind of a dick bit. Like,
Oh,
why are you
yeah.
being a dick? So then I said, just say thank you. He's like, yeah, you're right. So one time I'm at the Ice House and I come out after the show's over and people are piling out. He's sitting on a bench taking pictures with fans.
Oh, I love that.
Why not? Why not?
So fun.
I love it. I'm into it.
Gallagher used to do that.
Oh, that's right.
Gallagher's got a brother, that apparently a twin brother, that used to go out and they used to do simultaneous gigs.
That's
Isn't that
crazy.
crazy?
Why not?
Yeah, why
I
the
mean,
fuck
if there's
not?
anybody that's going to be crazy enough to do that, because stand-up is one thing where I feel like that it's going to be hard to get away with.
Mm-hmm.
Where with music, like when I went to that Hollywood Bowl show, and I was like, I know this looks cool with all the lights and the smoke, but I really can't see at them. Like this
Right.
could be anybody up
Right.
there.
What's the kid's name that played Mercury? Freddie Mercury? What's his name?
Oh, Rami Malek.
Rami
He's got an identical twin.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
Are you guys in a group together? Yes, how you know?
Yeah, dude, we're-
It's like a group chat.
oh no, it's
Called-
a conference every year.
That makes more
Yep,
sense.
twin conference in
Twins-
Twinsburg, Illinois.
Twinsburg. Is it really?
There's actually a place called Twinsburg that they have a twin convention every year.
Jesus.
This is not a bit.
I thought it was Twinsburg.
Yeah, and I think it's Illinois.
Hi.
I mean,
Hello. Like
First
oh,
thing that comes
okay.
up, right?
Twinsburg, Ohio.
Ohio, that's what it is.
Can I get an
Twinsburg.
espresso? How about a double? Like,
Make it a quadruple. Quadruple. And then people like me and my brother who think it's so fucking weird, we're like, get the fuck out. We wanted to go to that convention
Yeah.
just to fucking bug out on how crazy people are, because
This is a real thing.
David and I don't dress alike. We don't do any of that stuff. But the only thing that we have in common is how, painfully handsome that we are.
yeah.
And of course, the Long Beach Long Snakes. Anyway,
Oh man, Twins Days Festival. It's
Yep.
in Ohio, the annual gathering of twins and multiples in the world.
yeah.
I mean, God, I'd be like, no.
Multiple.
Dude,
wanna-
I'm a
do
multiple.
I have to?
I'm a multiple, and I'm like, I don't want to go do that.
So here's the mission statement of Twins
Oh,
Days.
jeez. Here
Twins
we
Day. I don't like how it's Twins Days. It should be Twin Days. Twins
Yeah,
Days, too many
twin-
S's.
twin
Is it
day,
a
yeah.
Z
Don't
or
go.
an S?
Call it
Yeah, it's a
double.
Z.
Hey, call it Double Day, like the book.
Yeah.
That's
company.
great.
Go.
Double Day. To provide a vehicle for celebrating the uniqueness of twins and others of multiple birth.
Not that
To
unique
provide a
these days.
vehicle, it's like the DMV, for the celebration of the heritage of Twinsburg and to generate positive public relations for Twins Day. The city of Twinsburg and its residents. It's like a fucking Dr. Seuss book.
I know. Jeez, it's a riddle.
To provide fundraising
20th
opportunities.
the twin
And the
tribe.
city is named Twinsburg?
Twinsburg.
That's hysterical.
It really is.
Twinsburg.
It's all very positive. They give back to the community. They
Yeah.
do like $1,000 in research grants, college scholarships, all good stuff. It's just like kind of dorky.
It is, and here's why: because it's not that uncommon these days. It really isn't.
no.
The merch is fire.
Now, when my brother and I were in elementary school, we were legitimately the only fucking twins in the school,
Yeah.
which sucked for bullies.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my god! But then then you go into junior high and there's a few more sets. Now apparently there's just people are having multiple sets of twins when they have kids.
Is that just because they're doing like that
Yep.
artificial and simulation? Like, is that what it's called?
Yep.
Artificial and
They're doing baby
Simulation.
Simulation.
They're
like
doing
Tron.
baby
yeah,
roids.
yeah, the metaverse.
I know, right? Baby and simulation.
Artificial insemin-
They're doing
Insemination.
baby roids, so they get
Baby roids?
Yeah, they pop those in there, and then you're just like. You remember when the gremlins popped out of the other one's
Yeah.
back?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Where?
And so when your mom it's like the twins, you just have them. It just happens, right? It's not like you're like, oh, we're trying for or like,
No.
oh, I'm about to get real graphic. I'm just gonna make a joke.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah, nutted twice, so it's two.
Right.
But it's like, or just we have twins now.
Oh, let me tell you.
Yeah.
They had a baby shower, a name, and a bedroom set up for one kid.
Wow.
That's
And it wasn't a few days before we were born.
No.
Yes.
How did I not know that?
Like if my mom has the old scrapbooks from a baby shower, there's two. There's one for a baby, and then they had a whole nother one for twins.
Whoa.
And my dad had to go out to like secondhand stores and find another crib and another. Guess whose name wasn't the family name?
It was not Jason.
Me. David and Michael is all over the family. So David Michael Collings was like,
Right.
boom. My
There
Uncle
it is.
Bruce David, my grandfather, all that. And my dad went out and decided on Jason Collings. I guess there was a popular song at the time that had the name Jason in it or
I was
something.
gonna say there's a gay basketball player.
Yeah.
Well, didn't
He
you?
was at a bar. He was watching basketball. He's like, you know what?
That's
that gay guy's got
Didn't
some skills.
you say your dad fainted?
Oh, when they're in the office and the doctor went, I got good news. And my dad's like, what? There's two in there. He said he leaned against the wall and sunk to the floor, like in a movie.
Yeah.
And
And
how
then
long-
was like, holy shit. He went for like a
Yeah.
long drive to figure out a name. And
How
Yeah.
soon before did they realize that?
a couple days, I think it was.
That's okay.
This is just, hey, it was the 70s, the
Yeah.
early
It's the
70s.
Great point.
So it's technically the 60s.
Yeah, this is how they could tell who's in your belly.
Yep.
There's a baby in there.
Yeah.
Like-
It could be a skull, could be a kneecap.
yeah, not too sure. Wasn't your mom big?
My mom's
Two
You've
kid-
met my mom.
Yes,
She's tiny.
But she had two of you
we
motherfuckers in
we
there.
were very premature. We looked like lizards when we were born. We look like blue lizards. That's why when the babies are born, I'm like, oh my God, he looks like, which one does he look like? None of us. He looks like
man.
offspring of a lizard.
lizard baby.
Congratulations, it's a ghoul.
Pretty much. And our birth face was, we just looked fucked up. dude.
Can't wait for the twin
We were
festival.
born,
Where do
I
the
believe
lizards
it
go?
was- I believe it was either 6 or 7 weeks. We were born 6 or 7 weeks early.
That feels
Or
that's-
maybe more.
that
really
feels
early.
Really early.
Oh, we were very premature. I wasn't breathing when we were born.
nice, dude.
Yeah. We were in the hospital. My mom almost didn't make it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
now
it
it's
was
Stop
real.
laughing,
Now,
Brent.
yeah, now
Yeah.
it's
Stop
real.
laughing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She made it though.
yeah.
Huh. Oh,
And then I
wow.
was born with one of my lungs wasn't developed yet.
Oh,
And
wow.
I spent my first week of life, I don't know, my mom will correct this, in a breathing tank.
Yeah.
And then my brother was in an incubator because he was breathing a little better than me, but I wasn't breathing that well. So they had me in a like an
Like an
oxygen-
iron lung?
something like that.
Yeah.
And then when I started breathing on my own, they put me in another bullshit. And then I think I was in the hospital the longest. I think my mom was in the hospital because you go home 2 days later after birth. That didn't happen. We all lived in the hospital like for the
Oh
first
yeah.
while because
You figure out how to make this one.
we
breathe.
almost died.
Man, do you ever think about that? You ever think about that? How you-
Oh,
oh man.
Oh,
That's
no,
prob-
no.
That probably some
Don't.
like mushroom reflections. If you're driving your car thinking
Oh,
like I
yeah.
almost didn't make it as a
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
They had to put me in a incubator. They'd
Yeah.
incubate me.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Do you think your parents ever, when you two were like, one of you guys were fucking up, was just looking, thinking, I wish it was just one of them?
It was probably me. Oh, that Jason character.
The other one. Man, that's a wild realization.
Dude, they called us Twin A and Twin B when we were born.
disrespectful.
So disrespectful.
Lizard 1 and Lizard 2.
They painted one of our fingernails
Wow.
so that they could remember who's who.
Oh, that's actually
Imagine
smart.
if we were
Yeah.
born and all this. Wait a minute, I might have been David. I've had those
Yeah.
high thoughts, by the way,
Yeah.
where I'm like, I wonder if they got that right.
Oh, yeah. You might have been David.
You never know. I
Although-
mean, we were face to face in the womb.
Weren't you guys attached?
Yeah, well, it kind of. We almost. My brother for a long time in his youth had a birthmark right here from that. I
You
think.
fucking leaning on him?
I was just like, "What's up,
Sup,
dog?"
dog? Yo,
It was like
yo,
it was like the weigh in. It was like the weigh in at UFC. It was,
You think you're the only one getting out of this?
No, that's why we're born premature because you're like,
Yeah.
I'm getting out now. I'm getting out.
Yeah.
I'm getting out. And they both go, oh, no, too early, too early. Incubate,
What up?
incubate.
What up? No, go ahead. Get froggy.
Oh, damn, that's so funny.
Wow. I can't believe we've just never talked about this before. That's just
Oh, my brother and I were jacked up little babies, man. Our eyes were all fucked up, crooked. Yeah, dude. We had to have surgery at 11 months old to straighten our eyes. None of you've noticed that I have a lazy eye every once in a while. Have you ever noticed?
Every once in a while, it'll kind of wander a little
Yeah,
bit.
it wanders. Now, that's great. But before the surgery, it was just always I'm looking here and over there at the same. Me and my cousins make fun of it so much.
But you really don't have a lazy eye, though.
No, it's actually gotten better
It's
since
gotten
I've known
way
you.
better. Yeah,
which is
because when you
interesting.
first met me, I wasn't wearing my glasses.
Jason Collings.
No, there was only when we would go from like dark to then light or something.
It would change.
Then all of a sudden it would be like over here.
Oh, no. Oh,
This is what it would do.
Oh, man. Oh, it just kind of goes.
I'll do this in the camera. Yeah.
Huh.
But it
I have to
doesn't
wake
do it
up.
like it used to anymore.
No, because I wear my glasses all the time.
Yeah. It's
I used to only
interesting.
read and dude, the whole time, my whole childhood growing up, all I heard from my mom, dad, my aunts, uncles, grandparents, use both eyes, Jason. Make sure you use both eyes, because I would read things and I would only use my good eye. So when I would read a book without the glasses on, I would read it like this.
Whoa.
I would only read like this, and they would in order for my eye to stop wandering, they needed to strengthen it. So they're like, you got to make sure you look and read with both eyes. For one full school year, it was almost. I had to wear a patch over my strong eye. Oh yeah, imagine that.
Don't laugh.
Imagine that with bullies.
That's not.
And of
funny.
course, I made up a story.
What'd you say?
Oh, I said I got in a fight and
course.
you know, but
Yeah.
what it really was is I had a retarded eye.
Oh man.
I know you just end up going, hey man, you've had that patch on for like 2 months. I thought you got in a fight. Oh, I'm a pirate now.
Dude, my brother and I got our asses whooped all the
Man.
time because I would always fight the fights for us.
Yeah.
And I couldn't fight, and I was tiny.
Why didn't Dave fight?
He's just a
He's a
sweetheart.
sweet guy.
He is
And
pretty.
cut
mellow.
to now, he's fucking
He could calmly kill us.
deadly as shit.
But he's still probably the more mellow brother, I'd say.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Depends, I guess. But
depends on the sitch.
Yeah, that's true.
He's mellow as far as like he loves being at home.
Mhm.
Like he was like, you know what? I'd rather be in my comfort zone, watching
sure.
my TV and chilling, where I'm kind of like antsy if I'm at the house too much.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it.
Out and about, I'm a little more social than he is.
I get to the point where I'm inside. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go out, and then I go out, and I'm like, I can't wait to go home.
Yeah.
There's never
Just
like a-
never
yeah.
happy.
And my brother's
Yeah, basically.
my brother's very into cannabis and weed. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
always just super duper chill mode.
Well, that's probably why.
I would be
Fucked
more
up.
into it if it didn't make me so fucking hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough.
Because your brother's like lost weight and looks good.
It's
and it's
so
it's annoying to me.
It's annoying because he's on weed.
yeah.
On
He's
weed.
on that
Cop.
he's on
that weed.
he's on pot. He's taking the devil's lettuce. But he's losing. Dude, he's at least 15 pounds lighter than me.
You guys should have a constant competition going.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't like losing, and I'm losing right now.
Yeah, but it's not like you look. I'm a fucking idiot. It's not like you look bad.
No.
It's just interesting that when he came over last time, he's dinner.
No, I didn't. Not like you look bad. No, not at all. Wow.
What are you gonna wear for the special? Do you
I'm
know
gonna
what
wear my
you're
uniform, dude.
Your uniform?
Yep, jeans, t-shirt, and
Oh, okay.
sneaks, and maybe a denim jacket. Maybe
Cool. Yeah, you should wear the denim. You guys are both denim boys, huh?
I like the denim jacket,
like
but I might
this.
wear the don't fucking.
What's
Yeah,
up, dude?
I don't know why that pissed me off so bad. You guys are like the denim boys, right? Like, oh, okay, things have gotten better for you. Cool.
I'm thinking about like the tan one, or maybe like a new one, like
Tan
a
one's
black one or
dope.
something.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll be able to see all that when we get there and
Yeah.
they change the light.
Elaine and I are gonna do some shopping. Elaine's
Yeah.
take
I'm
care
gonna
of
be,
the
I'll be in the
wardrobe.
front row during the sound check, like, no.
I'm hearing a little hiss over here.
No.
If you come to the special, you'll see Willie Boy as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do my damnedest to warm them motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying?
darndest.
Yeah,
D-
I'm gonna do my
all,
damnedest.
All new stuff, bits I've never done before. Do all crowd work so much. What do you do for work? What do you do for work? Hauling them in together. Hauling them in together. Flying. Like,
Wait.
Yeah, flying. My kids. I have kids.
Oh my
Like,
god! What if he
the
did
fuck is Will
torpedo
doing?
the whole fucking thing?
Man.
Oh, I'm gonna do that to somebody.
Why are you looking at me? Don't do it to
Not
me.
you. So this kid Renee Vaca,
Oh, Renee.
right?
Yeah.
Love him.
Sweet
He's feeling himself right now.
Oh, is he?
He always has been.
And he has this bit where he puts his foot up on a stool, and that's the bit. Like he calls it the leg, and he puts it up on a stool like he's fucking. I hope he's not watching this, but next time we're on a show together, if I go on before him, I'm going to do that bit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's kind of great.
Yeah, just take his whole bit away from him.
Burping
Bro,
like-
refers to himself as the king.
Oh really?
Like he's the king of comedy.
Oh, I knew.
Then he said. Then he started saying this. I love you, Renee, and you know you said this shit. I'm not a comedian. I'm a star. No, he says you're a comedian. I'm a star.
What?
Yeah, dude. It's
That's not the Renee I met.
fucking hilarious. Oh no, he's changed like that.
Oh really?
I think a lot of it is a bit, and I hope it is, because if it is, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
wearing like a silk shirt, completely unbuttoned,
Really?
on stage with like a gold chain
Yeah, it's,
and
tou-
shit.
it's a tough line. It's a tough line. I think it used to be. Now I don't even know who this fucking kid is.
Oh, the
anymore.
lines are blurred.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's bro. He got over 100,000 followers on Instagram, and all of a sudden he thinks he's fucking Chappelle. It's hilarious.
Look at me.
Oh, it's
Look at me. I
hilarious,
did that a
dude.
while, months ago. I'm miserable.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Dude.
Wow, I didn't know this. God, I really got to get
It's
back.
great.
To the
But if
gossip
we
circle.
do
Come
Man.
a show together, Renee, I'm doing the fucking stool bit, so you better hope that you go on before me.
which you probably will.
Mm-hmm. You know that's right.
God damn it, Jay! You made me laugh at that fucking shit. I'm just picturing you and your brother like doing this shit and
Bro,
like,
people
do
when they meet
something,
me, they
and then
think
you're
that
stuck. You're
they
like,
think I've
yeah.
had the easiest life. They think that I've. See, I know I'm a handsome son of a bitch, but people. I'm just joking. I hate my face, by the way. I have a snaggle tooth, lines in my forehead, and my eyes crossed.
How do you
So-
really feel?
Yeah, where is this coming
telling
from?
you.
Oh, you're talking like I talk about
But
myself.
Yeah.
my childhood, man, too much attention because of the curly hair, too much attention because of the twin thing, and boy, the cross eyes. And girls would love to point out the eye thing. Oh, what is your eye doing? I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
oh,
Kids like that have zero like tact. Why is that
none,
thing?
bro. Yeah.
It's because they're figuring it out, right? Isn't that the idea? Like when you're a kid.
Yeah, but when you're on the receiving end of it, which you have been.
I have been. But you see how
It
I'm
hurts.
trying to convince myself?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
she didn't mean it.
Yeah,
you know?
it hurts. It fucking
Man,
hurts.
it fucking hurts.
That's what makes you a fucking insane person.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next subject.
Yep. I have.
Nice
I actually
segue.
have a really good. If you're talking about Kanye, I have
Yes.
a great transition into that.
Go
If you
ahead.
let me just do it for something that I got bullied for. That I was
me
just
hear it.
I was just reflecting on. It has to do with Jewish stuff.
Oh.
Because there was a year in my life where I got made. A lot of people don't know I'm Jewish.
Right.
Like most people are like you're Jewish. I'm like yeah. I don't know. What are Jews like
Yeah.
where you're from? like, I'm
Well,
just
you
a
look
normal
a
guy.
little bit like
you're
a
Jewish
Kennedy.
on your mom's side.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
Then you're
Which
Jewish.
means I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
And so, but for like a year of my life, I think it was 7th grade, I got made fun of like the whole year for being Jewish.
Oh,
Like,
wow,
but
yeah.
Did somebody find out?
I probably just said it.
Also, were there no other Jews at your school?
I think there were a few, but I don't know.
They were hiding in the shadows. Or like,
Basically,
let
like,
him
fuck
take the
this shit.
punishment.
Yeah.
We'll just go.
And I think it was when the South Park was really at its like
Oh.
peak. So that's
Oh.
I think what fueled it. And it was just a year where everyone was
makes
like cooking me, dude. It was
Right.
like
is
and
it
I was
Kyle?
like,
Is it
why?
Kyle on South Park? That's
Yeah,
Jewish?
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's Jewish, and Cartman always makes fun of him.
I mean, it was literally like in my yearbook. Like there'd be like you, little kids wrote like, "Have a good summer, you fucking Jew."
Oh my
Please tell
god,
me you still have that yearbook.
I do.
that's so.
It was and I didn't
Terrible.
understand it. I was like, why is this a thing to get made fun of?
Right.
And here's what kind of the last part of it. I remembered this because I was talking to someone about this. Is that and they were so good at it too. They did this one thing where they said, okay, if a Jew has like a boner, right? And he runs into a wall.
Oh, yeah.
What hits first, his nose or his dick?
Yeah.
And I
Terrible.
and- right. Killing.
That's
and
fucking.
but then
I've
I
never.
said,
I'm 51 years old. I've never heard that one. That was.
Yeah.
and then I said, and then when they asked me that, I was like, oh, the nose. And they said, oh, Will has a small dick. And I was
How
like,
do you win,
oh,
dude?
no. And I remember one time, and I'll never forget, this one guy was like, told this to like a girl, like, oh, yeah, Will said this. He was a small dick. And she was like, yeah, well, he's a little guy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, women know how to put the salt on the
Also, I think that
wound.
joke goes, what happens when a Jewish guy walks into a brick wall with a full erection? He breaks his nose.
There
That's
you go.
the,
There you
that's
go.
the,
There
that's
you
the
go.
line. I saw Paul Rudd say that in a
Oh, okay.
on
Ouch.
Two Ferns because he's Jewish too.
Yeah. Not a guy you would necessarily
Now-
know is Jewish.
Well, that was
People-
that's what they were making fun of.
Got it.
People treat Jewish people as if also people think. I'm asking, do people think that being Jewish is a race or a religion?
I don't know.
Because it's a religion. It's not
almost
a
like,
race.
It's almost like both.
Yeah, it kind of
Is it
feels
a
like
race or is it
both
a religion?
to me.
I'll
I
just
don't
look
know
that up.
why.
I actually
Yeah.
don't know.
God, I'm really digging a hole.
Because Whoopi Goldberg's Jewish.
Is she?
Yeah,
No way.
Sammy Davis was Jewish, I believe.
I think Sammy Davis
Yes.
was right.
Mm-hmm.
What?
This
what?
website, JewFAQ.org. This is so long. I mean, it's like a whole thing. I mean, it's
we
not
don't
like
care.
religion, race. It's like, well, actually, it's like, all right, now it's like already this is too much work. Now.
So that's the segue into our buddy.
Our
pal,
buddy.
Nope, our buddy, we're not affiliated
our
at all.
bestie. No, I'm just kidding. Kanye, there had to be a fucking dork when he was a kid. He had to have been a dork
Oh, yeah.
who was picked on and pissed on and beat the shit. Like, he had to be. He's fucking nuts, man. And he's saying all this. Basically, what has happened is that he has now been bumped from billionaire to millionaire. He lost his Adidas deal, which was worth about $1.5 to $2 billion.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
And and without that, he's only worth, get this, guys, a mere $400 million. But that's according to Forbes.
Yeah.
According to Kanye, when he was on with Piers Morgan, that fucking bizarre interview. I don't know if you saw
that
that.
recent?
Yeah. All of this shit is recent.
Oh, wow.
According to him, he says he's got about $125 million in his account.
Well, with taxes.
Well, you think about assets. You think about assets, and you think about his catalog, his music catalog, because he is a smart son of a bitch. He's crazy, but he's smart. He owns everything.
Yeah,
when it comes to his music. What happened, Will, is I don't know if he started tweeting.
I miss some of this.
He started
I did
tweeting
too.
very anti-Semitic comments on Twitter.
Got it.
He said it in a bunch of interviews. He said 4 days ago in an interview on, I can't remember the name of the podcast. It's a Drunk Something podcast.
Oh, Drunk Champs.
Drunk Champs.
Or Drink Champs.
Drink Champs. He was on that podcast, and he literally goes, I could say anti-Semitic things, and Adidas can't drop me.
That's
Now
right.
what?
Wow. Oh,
Now
wow.
what?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cut to 4 days later, they dropped his file.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's blaming. He's blaming. He's saying that the Jews are committing genocide against black people because they're responsible for abortions. Because a majority of the doctors that are doing it are Jewish. In his mind, I'm not saying this is true at all, but he's saying all kinds of crazy shit.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's somebody off the net.
And basically saying, what are you gonna fucking do about it?
Yeah.
You know, and now Rolling Stone and all these other publications have said I don't think he's gonna get away. I don't think there's any way back for this. Which I'm sorry. The reason that we put up with it for this long, and we all know, because money talks.
Yeah.
When you got a B in front of your bank account and not an M,
Yeah.
people are gonna go, okay, give me some of that B, please. You know.
Right.
So money talks, but then it got to a point where now, okay, we've had enough. This is because they're like his company Donda.
Yeah.
They represent athletes.
Oh, that's right.
And
Left.
Donda repped Aaron Donald.
That's
and what
right.
was his name? Anthony
Brown.
Jalen.
Yeah.
So they both finally. Jalen was a little bit hesitant, but then once it started affecting his brand, then he's like,
Yeah,
I'm out.
I'm outta here.
Aaron Donald was out. CAA dropped him. Was it J.P. Morgan Chase had to deal with him?
yeah,
They
that's
dropped him. Vogue, I believe it was Vogue magazine had to deal with him. They dropped him. He's getting dropped a lot.
I mean, yeah.
However, if we learned anything from Donald Trump, they're going to have their loyal followers.
Yeah.
And I personally think he is a genius when it comes to fucking music.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
think
I
anyone
mean,
can
the guy is,
debate that, yeah.
it's unreal, this shit.
But he's
you know,
buying his own hype.
right.
And then that's the bit, it's that bit Neil Brennan had that I used to love about we got to stop treating it like years ago. I know he said it on a special, but he talked about like if I went to a local 7-Eleven and I saw a crazy guy outside saying, slavery wasn't real and this, but he had a CD and then I play and it's Jesus Walks, this and this, I'd be like, I just met a genius at a savant at the 7-Eleven because we got to stop treating him like he's a guy with mental health issues.
And I think he is a true genius. I do believe he's a genius because a lot of geniuses they're mentally disabled in some other ways.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like Brent can write an entire musical right now.
Yeah, I
off the
could.
top of his head.
Yep.
But
It'll
he
be
won't,
pretty good,
He would
too.
never figure out how to install this microphone
Or put my fireplace in.
or put his fireplace in.
Yeah. Very good point.
For example, he's a fucking genius, Kanye, right?
Yeah.
However, he says things like stupidly in the wrong way, and then he tweets, "I'm about to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people."
It's crazy.
First of all, what is DEFCON?
Yeah.
Any of you know?
It's his new album.
It's nothing. What he's trying to say is DEFCON, because DEFCON is a level of like how close to world.
Yeah.
I'm going to go DEFCON. But, Bud, 3 is not even the highest one.
No.
He's going to go DEFCON 3. He's going to go nothing kind of on the Jews, which I'm sorry, sounds to me like he's going DEFCON 4 because he won't shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah.
And he keeps calling himself, I'm Jew.
That's weird.
He keeps saying he's Jew. That,
I don't
and
understand what that means.
there is a
I don't know either. It should be I'm Jewish first of all.
yeah.
It's weird how Louis has that bit, right? About he's saying like Jewish versus Jew. Like when you're like, oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Like look at that Jewish person rather than like look at that Jew.
Right.
Oof. Oh, yeah, where it just hits harder?
Yeah, it hits super hard.
Yeah.
There
That's
is
true.
there is a what do you call them? Like a sect, I guess, of Jewish people that are African. I believe and they're super like, like their way or the highway, and we're the originals, and these white Jews need to get. It's really hardcore. However, he's saying that there's a Jewish cabal that's trying to take over the world, and it's just all this anti-Semitic stuff, and then he finally went too far. And I'm wondering, what is it do you guys think can get him a comeback? What do you think he needs to do to make a comeback and to come back from this? I already know what it is.
I have an idea.
What do you think?
What?
Well, first of all, these are just the ramblings of someone who's incredibly mentally unstable. And
Yeah.
like as much as he should be taking accountability for this, and we should.
Yeah.
It's not an okay thing to say.
Yeah, he has a voice.
It's like, but he's also just a guy who has a platform who's out of his fucking mind
Yeah.
medically.
Medically.
So it's almost like you can't take like if he was like came up to me and he was like, "You're a fucking dirty Jew." First of all, I'll be like, "Oh shit, that's Kanye, crazy."
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
And then
Selfie.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, "Well, you're just some crazy guy." I would not be like offended because he's some Looney Tune
it
guy.
would take you a minute till you're home, and then you're like, "Wasn't that crazy we met Kanye?"
Yeah.
And then Kaylee would be like, "Did you not hear what he said to you?"
Yeah.
Said you were a dirty Jew.
Oh, he did.
Oh
didn't he?
right, damn it! Twitter. But I don't know. But it's like, and so my point in saying that is that like I feel like the real way back for him would be to like really put a magnifying glass on his like medical condition and it's like bipolar or whatever to be like if like when he actually gets help and like gets back to a normal dude, this brilliant musician that he is, it's like then he can say, look, man, during these X amount of years, I was off my I wasn't even myself. I was a different person.
That's the PR
Basically. That's
move,
one way.
yeah.
That's I
Do you
think
have an
the
idea
only-
of what it could be?
Well, no, I like my whole thing would be like I'm not on my medicine. I'm getting evaluated, and that's what every PR person would say. We need you to go to treatment, rehab of some sorts.
Now,
and
my
then
buddy-
come out, and then you
Yeah.
know. But it's like, buddy, when you said like slavery didn't exist and all these things, like I mean, the fact that you made it out of that, you're really doubling down now on this. Like, I mean, what are you doing?
Let me
guy?
tell you my thoughts on it. My buddy Solomon told me this, and I'm like, holy fuck, you're right. All he's got to do, you ready? Drop another album.
Oh wow. What's
Think
it gonna
about
be
it.
called though?
Jew.
I'm Jew.
The Messiah.
Yeah.
And it's like
that's probably already has an album like called that.
Yeah.
I think
crazy.
he's planting seeds to drop something.
Well,
but
you
he's
can
doing it
drop
wrong.
it on my.
Like
I mean,
the
he's-
White Lives Matter T-shirt at his Yeezy fashion show, and he's with that Candace, whatever her name is, that black girl that's always on Fox, that's always shitting on her own people as well. And I get what he's doing, because any publicity is good publicity, but like wearing a T-shirt that is a saying used by white supremacist groups, and I know
crazy.
the argument from the white people is like, well, then Black Lives Matter is a racist term against. No, it's different because, we talked about this when all that shit went down. The black community is the one who needs the attention right now because they're getting fucking slaughtered by, what I mean?
Yeah.
However, but all that shit is just, it's so clear to me why he's doing it. Also because he's a billionaire and how often do you think people tell him no?
Yeah, he doesn't get that.
How
no.
often do you think
not
people
a lot.
go, hey, maybe you shouldn't say that, and him not go, excuse me, I'm the genius here. I'm the reason I'm a
Yeah,
billionaire.
and I'm the reason you have a job.
Right.
Like, no, you can't say that. You talk shit behind his back, and then you kiss his ass when you're in public, and that's just what it is. He's obviously heartbroken from Kim, and he took an angle.
Yeah.
Why is he tweeting about Pete Davidson's cock, though? Didn't he tweet that Pete Davidson has a 10-inch cock?
I don't know
I think that's a
why.
known. I think that's also a known thing.
Is it?
I think he's
God, I would hate that pressure.
Yeah.
I don't need
Yeah.
people thinking I have some nice penis.
Well, people think you have a hook penis.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's kind of the opposite. You have the
Okay,
opposite.
way to bring that back
Sorry,
up.
sorry, man. It's just I can't
It
help
was
the fact that
fading
I can't.
away with Lemonhead,
And now
then
it's
you're
back.
goddamn.
I can't help the fact that comedian actor Brent Morin has a hook penis.
I know
Okay.
it's not your fault that you
hope that's
brought
not
up
on
that
Google.
hashtag.
And hopefully that's not.
It's not your fault that you
know?
brought up @ Brent Morin on all the social media
Right,
platforms. Hashtag has a hooked penis. It's not your.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. It's curved.
No, yeah. Oh, it's curious.
It's curious. It's who's there?
Who's there? No, it's like putting one of those. It's like one of those kids games where you put the shape into the block shape. you know?
Operation.
Yeah.
No.
No, you're thinking like the thing you have when you
Like
go
blocks.
to like a
It's like a-
pediatrician.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like
And
you
then you
match
have to
like
open
the
it and fall
rainbow
out.
one. You put it in the
Yep,
thing. That's
star,
like
square,
yep.
circle.
So you got to find the girl with the rainbow.
I always had the hardest time with the circle.
What about the one?
Anyways,
What about the game that you would have when you're sitting in like the your childhood doctor's office and it has that stupid thing with the little ring that you try to get off?
Oh yeah.
And it's like, do you really need to lower my self-esteem before I go in there? Because I can't get.
we're gonna
the
dumb
things
this guy
to-
down
yeah.
before we.
Like, then Brent, we're ready for you. I hate this. What's
What?
going on?
Go.
I don't know, my penis is hooked.
Oh my god!
I don't know why you have to put these brain games in this fucking
Remember that
waiting
one-
room that
remember
smells
that
like
one-
gloves.
Remember that one game when you would go to the doctor as a kid and you'd be like, try to find my stethoscope, and it would like be inside of his
Wait.
pant. What?
Wait, what?
What's that, man?
Was this like a twin doctor thing?
Wait a minute, Jason.
Wait.
Jason, I know it was the '80s, but I think something happened.
Dude, the 80s, man. I'm watching all these serial killer shows that are out.
No,
on,
really?
Yeah, dude. They have each episode is about these serial. Dude,
How do you sleep at night, man? How do you sleep?
He sleeps
Constant
like this.
murder.
hard, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, slept too hard. Slept too hard.
He
Slept
did
too
that.
hard.
He did that too hard.
Yeah, way too hard. So I'm watching the one last night about William Bonin, who was known as the freeway killer here in California.
Here we go.
And he had murdered just tons of kids up and down the coast of California, and all boys. And I'm like, man, California is just ripe for this shit because you had the Night Stalker, you had that guy, but then guess where William Bonin is from?
Where?
Connecticut.
That makes sense. I'm surprised there isn't more serial killers in Connecticut with some of those houses.
Yep, he was an East Coast boy, and then he came out here.
Didn't make
He was
it.
bullied.
Went nuts.
He was bullied severely as a kid, and he had a horrible childhood. This poor guy, but then he ended up just
Going to town.
going, "Where them little boys?" And he would lure them into. He's like the OG. You know, you hear the things about the guy in the creepy van.
Yeah.
He's the OG.
So he was
that's
like
where
the
that
guy who
came
started
from.
it?
He drove around in like a white Chevy panel van. You know?
Oh, so he kind of
No windows, just
created that.
yeah. And in the back was like handcuffs and shit, and they would get these kids in the back of the van and just fucking kill them.
And we'll be right back here to talk with
right.
Jason Collings special. It's not me, it's you here on Good Morning America. Okay, you didn't stick to any of the topics.
Sorry, jeez, sorry. I was binging it last night, and
Sorry.
sorry.
You guys put me in that nice hotel that had pay-per-view, and I just went
I
nuts.
was able to click on my Netflix, and then I just went, oh, John Wayne Gacy. And
A fat clown.
man.
he was a nutter, by the way. Oh, you found out that Gacy and all these other serial killers were involved in a child trafficking ring. They all fucking knew each other.
Did they?
And it was called the Delta Project.
Well, they just all meet at the Outback Steakhouse and fucking
Denny's.
talk.
Denny.
Get an awesome blossom and just go like, so who'd you call? No, you guys got to try highways. I'm telling you, highways are really, they work really well. Ooh,
You know,
you're gonna finish that?
I'm having a hard time burying the kids under my house in my crawl space because the smell's wafting. Do you guys have any idea of where I could put these bodies other than?
Here's what you know.
Right.
Well, because I had a similar problem. You got to find some hills. You got to move, man.
Gotta find some hills, burn them. Hey,
Yeah.
burn them.
Burn the shit out of them. Well, keep the clothes. You got to keep the clothes. Yeah.
Always keep it. Yeah. You got to keep a fucking.
Could we get some more
keepsake.
bread?
That's fucking crazy.
Here's an animated clip.
Animated. What? How long are we in? Have we?
We've done 45 minutes. This
You know
motherfucking
what?
Ship.
I think we did a podcast, guys.
Yeah, we did.
Make sure you check out the
Murder Deformed Twins, Kanye. I mean, we
the
went
Lions.
through all
Yeah,
that.
lionsdenpod.com for dates and everything, and we'll put dates in the bullshit. And
Yeah.
then the chingadera.
Dates, the bullshit.
Yeah, and
B, do you have any dates coming up?
Well, this is March, Denver Comedy Works
Right.
as of now.
Yep.
Working
Yeah.
on getting a lot more gigs. So stay tuned.
It'll happen.
Because I'm going
But don't forget,
nuts.
come to Nashville.
But more importantly, let's come to his special in Nashville. It's going to be a great time. The set's going to be great. And then afterward,
We're
it's going to be a
after
fun
party.
time.
Yeah, it's
gonna
gonna
be real
be
good.
a time.
It's going to be a celebration.
Let's go hang out on Patreon. Bye.
Bye.
We are friends, digging each other.